Hey, what's up guys? Back at it again today with another 3rd generation 2022 and newer Tundra mashup. We published a video a couple of days ago on Tundras on 35s and someone commented that we should have done 37s, so I decided to edit these today. We'll include a couple setups on 37s at least that we have modified to fit. Our shop 88 Rotors is located here in the city of Baldwin Park, which is about 20 minutes east of downtown Los Angeles in California, USA. If you'd like to get some work done by us, please reach out to us anytime by phone during regular business hours, or you can always message us by clicking on the link in the description and going to our contact form. Here's a brand new Lunar Rock limited model Tundra with the TRD off-road package. We're installing a set of king shocks all around with the remote reservoirs and compression adjusters on this one, Icon billet delta joint upper control arms, and a set of Old Man Emu rear lift springs. We'll also be doing a front horn chop and modify the front fender liners so that we can fit some 37, 12.5, 17 Toyo Open Country RT hybrid tires that we're wrapping up on a set of KMC impacts in a 17 by 8.5 size with a 0 offset. Here we are comparing the stock tires to the 37-inch Toyo RTs. Stock is a 265/60/20, which equates to a 32.5-inch tire that's about 10.5 inches wide. We're going up 5 inches in diameter and an extra 2 inches wider. The first thing our techs do is remove the factory TPMS sensors and swap them over to the new wheels. They have already been installed in here, and now the tires are being mounted on the KMC impacts in a 17 by 8.5 size with a 0 offset. Here at 88, we do calibrate our balancing machines bi-weekly to ensure that you will be getting a nice and balanced out wheel and tire combo so that you can enjoy your ride on and off road. We're performing a horn chop here so that we can clear the 37-inch tires on the new setup. Our welder has over 15 years of experience. Before 88, he worked at a company building armored trucks after getting his welding certifications. Honestly, his certifications are really overkill for this type of chop, but it's great when we have to do custom fab work here for projects where people can see and admire clean and quality welds. He's trained to do MIG and TIG welding. We've been performing chops on trucks since the end of 2006 or maybe early 2007 when I received one of the first 2nd generation Tundras after its debut. Enough of him, he's probably getting big-headed watching this. But anyway, while he's doing the front end, our other tech is doing what he can in the rear end. The Old Man Emu lift springs have been installed already, and now our tech is installing the King 2.5 remote reservoir shocks in the back with the compression adjusters. He's mounting up the reservoir now, and there it is completed. We work hard to be transparent with our work and bring you this content. It'll mean the world to us if you support us by subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Plus, if you subscribe within the first 30 seconds of hearing this, you'll get a ton of good luck for the rest of the year. And here's a closer look at the chop that we've performed. We cleaned it up, welded on a new block-off plate, and painted it satinish or matte-ish black to match the rest of the underbody of the vehicle. And now that our tech is finishing up the chop on this one, the other techs are gonna jump right in and remove the factory suspension components. We're gonna now install the new King 2.5 remote reservoir coilovers along with the Icon billet delta joint upper control arms on here. The new lift, wheels, and tires have been installed. We also modified everything to make sure it clears with the chop. Now we're gonna load up all of the factory components for the customer and bring it out for a quick test drive. We hope that you guys are enjoying the video so far, and if you do so, please find time to click on that thumbs up and give us a like. It makes a big difference for this video and the channel itself, and it definitely encourages us to make more videos like this for your viewing pleasure. Let's roll this bad boy out and see how it looks under the sun. .37s look so good on the Tundra. Next up, we are doing two Tundras side by side. One is a 2024 Tundra Trd Pro that we're installing a WESTCOTT Designs lift kit on, and the other is a limited model with a Trd off-road package. For the non-pro, we're going to be installing a king setup on there with some CAMBURG billet upper control arms and some Dobinson rear lift springs. WESTCOTT Design offers their kits with two different rear coil spacers. They make an option for a 1-inch on driver and passenger side, and another one for 1-inch on one and a 1.5-inch on the other to compensate for the lane. The pros are unpredictable and roll out the Toyota assembly line that way. This one here has a 1/2-inch lane, so you know which setup we're going with. The new 2024 Tundra Trd Pros come with a red forged billet aluminum upper control arms. They look great. For those that are not familiar with the WESTCOTT Designs lift, it consists of the preload collar and a top strut spacer that gives the Pro an additional 2.5 inches of lift. The front end also comes with a bunt stop extension spacer to help prevent the vehicle from bottoming out at full compression of the shocks. Here's a set of VOLK TE37s in a 17 by 8.5 size with a -10 offset that we wrapped up in a 37, 12.5, 17 Falcon Wild Peak AT3W. That's going on the Trd Pro, and we're going to make that possible by doing a chop on it. Do keep in mind that the wheel specs here with the 37 12.5 tires will continue to rub with the chop due to its aggressiveness. The owner of this vehicle was informed, but he told us to go right ahead and he's going to be okay with it. With the new WESTCOTT setup installed in the front end, our tech is going to jump right in and perform the chop. Swinging back over to the other Tundra, the King 2.5 remote reservoir shocks with compression adjusters are being installed now, and we have already installed the Dobinson 2-inch lift springs. We usually prefer a weld-on panhard correction kit over a bolt-on kit like this one, since a weld-on setup will leave less room for failure and is ultimately stronger. But since nobody has really made one yet, we're installing this bolt-on kit that the customer found and has provided. There will be guys out there that say a bolt-on kit is just as strong, and maybe it is strong enough in this case, but we just prefer a weld-on kit for the reasons just mentioned. In order to use the factory Tundra Trd skid plate, we have to install spacers after the lift. The owner of this vehicle is not yet ready to upsize the wheels and tires, so the stock ones are going back on. If you guys like what you see here and want to see more, make sure to follow us on Instagram. We post on there every day, throughout the day, on our reels, stories, and feed. You can find us at 88 Rotors Off-Road. This King setup is done, so we're going to bring it out for a quick test drive. Here we have it. WESTCOTT Designs lift kit has been installed, the chop has been performed, modified the fender liners just to get maximum tire clearance, TE37s have been installed with the Falcon Wild Peak AT3Ws and a 37 12.5 17, and we're going to torque all 4 wheels and tires down to spec and bring it out for a quick test drive. And this is pretty much going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. That way you'll get alerted the next time we throw out another new video. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.